Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Amanda Goodall, Interpretive Department Manager, St. Augustine Lighthouse and Maritime Museum. And today we are learning about the museum's CAC certification. Thank you so very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us back.
All right, so tell us about the CAC certification. What is that and how did you earn it?
Sure. So we recently became a certified autism center through the IBCCES institution. Thank you so much. They are a national organization based here in Jacksonville, actually.
Right on.
And we learned about it through a grant program, and we're really excited to now have this certification.
That is very cool. Okay, so how did the Lighthouse get involved? And then more importantly, why?
So we've always wanted to serve more audiences at the Lighthouse, create better access. It's such a beautiful site that everyone in our community should enjoy.
I agree.
And then we learned that the Chamber of Commerce for St. Johns County has a grant program where we could apply for funding to provide training for all our staff and all of our volunteers.
That's fantastic. That is really, really cool. Okay, so are there any other attractions in St. Johns County that have this certification?
Yes, we are one of the newer ones. A lot of downtown St. Augustine is jumping in to get better access for our community.
Great.
So Old Town Trolley, the Castillo, ourselves, and I just saw Waterworks did the training as well.
That's amazing. Okay, all right, so why was it important for you guys to get the CAC certification for the Lighthouse?
Well, I think when we learn about autism and the autism spectrum, and everybody always wants to create access for everyone, we wanted to find a professional institution that could really guide us towards reaching that long-term goal, and really taking a step back and looking at our organization and how we can start making waves of change. And this is kind of the first step towards that goal. So we're really excited.
That is really, really cool. I'm very fascinated by this. So say you know I bring someone with autism to the Lighthouse and stuff. So what, like, now that you have the CAC certification, what's going to be different for them at the Lighthouse? Like, what's going to be, like, how is it going to be?
Sure. So one of the first things we did is the organization evaluates us, and they provide us with a report on steps we can take and things we can implement. Some are probably not as easy for us to implement. Others are as simple as taking our garden area and creating a quiet area that families know when they come to our site in advance, that's where I can go if I need a quiet space for my family member. So that report's going to be guiding us through the next year as we make more physical changes to the site, as well as just better training for our staff. We work with 100+ volunteers, so providing just a general knowledge for everyone of, you know, we are taught to be kind to everyone, but really to create memorable experiences for everyone in our community. And one of the first things we got back from our evaluation was sensory guides. So before you even visit, families can go to our website and pull up sensory guides for each area of our property to learn whether it's too loud or if there is a bitter smell or things like that to prepare.
That is fantastic, because we want everybody to be able to enjoy the Lighthouse, right? And you know, that is truly amazing, what the work that you're doing. So if folks want to learn more about what you guys are doing at the Lighthouse, or they just want to learn about the Lighthouse themselves, where do they go?
They're going to want to go to staugustinelighthouse.org and check out our website. Our sensory guides are now available, and we're pretty proud because we are the first lighthouse in the country to receive this certification.
That is fantastic. Congratulations. That is really cool. You're doing fantastic work, Amanda. Thank you so very much for coming on the show today. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.